It's your girl Jazzy J.
And I'm Lad Lizzie Dollar, and you're now tuning into
Issa Sibling Thang Podcast.
Yo, come on, y'all.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Issa Sibling Thang Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Lad, aka Lad Lizzie Dollar,
and I'm Jazzy J. What it do for Rizzle?
What's up, yo? What's going on?
Hey.
Let's get the air horns. Let's get it popping.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
Who, me?
No, the air.
The ghost of Mabel.
Yeah, like who else I'm talking to?
Oh, I am doing well today. How about you?
That's good. I'm doing good. I'm a little tired.
You always tired.
I'm definitely always tired. I don't know why. I don't know how you wake up tired.
Now that is a thing, cause I do that all the time.
But how though? That don't even make sense. How you wake up tired?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Man, I'm tired, and I gotta go to break the rate tomorrow, so I ain't looking forward to that.
Wah, wah, wah. Sorry, I played you a little bit.
Yeah, you right.
Oh, that was so funny because it was bad.
It wasn't that funny though. Like
you don't gotta play me.
Because he was over there, it wasn't that funny
big mad. You big mad or little mad? As mine would say.
I'm mad. Big mad. Yeah,
definitely mad.
I'm definitely mad.
Oh, we got a guest on the porch. Sorry, I look like I was a little distracted. But
what you got on over there?
Oh, you talking about my little merch right here?
Yeah, you got a new t-shirt on. I like that John. Feeling that John.
I think you got something
I got a new shirt too myself. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
feeling this John. I'm looking a little slim in this John. You know what I mean? Looking a little. You know what I mean? This the little. I'm saying. Woo.
He tried it. He really tried.
I'm just saying, I've been in that gym. I gotta get back though.
I was about to say you ain't been in no gym.
I did, but during the pandemic though.
You was shooting in the gym.
I gotta get back. We supposed to be on our.
All right, so this is what's happening. Our family, when we do our thing, we do it together. We like to do it together because it helps keep each other motivated. Now we supposed to start April 1st, but then it was Resurrection Sunday and everything like that. So we was eating and stuff. That's not an excuse, but we like to eat.
Yeah.
So.
But no, we gotta get back though.
We're going to get back on it. The weather is breaking.
Because we really was doing good. We was doing good until it got cold.
It got real cold, and black people don't do well in the cold.
Yeah, but it wasn't even just cold. Like it was like the whole February was like a blur. Like, cause it was cold. Then it was snowing. Like it was snowing like every other day.
And we had like our weekly walk.
We used to go down to
Where we go?
What was it?
Parkside.
No, not Parkside. By the art museum.
Is it Kelly Drive?
Kelly Drive. Yeah, we used to go. We were going.
Kelly Drive?
Yeah, that's Kelly. Is that Kelly? Yeah, that's Kelly Drive.
Yes,
yeah.
I was about to say Lincoln Drive. No,
it's Kelly
Lincoln
Drive.
Drive dangerous. That ain't Lincoln Drive.
Yeah.
So we would go every Sunday after church. We would go. They didn't go to church, but
I had to work. You almost made me call you a nigga.
You already said it.
Look, I be saying nigga. I'm sorry. I be trying not to curse no more. So I just say nigga.
Listen,
you
need to
God
upgrade
still
your
God. Look, God is still working on me.
Well, you need to work a little harder. Speaking of the topic, see, look at that. You done work the topic in there. You say God working on you.
I told you I be with it. I mean,
sometimes.
All right, you gonna stop trying to play me?
Sometimes he be on it. But yes, today's topic is...
What's the topic for today?
How to let God chisel in your life and stay motivated with the changes.
All right, break that down though. With that,
So,
what you talking about?
With this topic, I feel like it came to me. This was something that one of the topics that I wanted to talk about because I'm the type of person that I don't deal well with change. So once I get into a habit of doing things, I just keep doing that same habit. And sometimes habits aren't good. Sometimes your habits need to change. Yeah. And us being Christians and all, we are supposed to be able to take the change and adapt to the change. You're supposed to be a new creature. And sometimes that's a little hard. Like last day, he's working on not cursing, but he still used the N-word. That's a bad word too. So he needs to work on that.
Ain't that bad.
Right?
Ain't that bad. But it's weird though, cause it's like I can code switch.
And if you can code switch, that means you can turn it off.
Because when I'm when I'm around like my mommy and daddy
Elders.
or like my elders, like I don't be cursing, like I could just turn it off. But then when I get around my friends,
it's something totally different, which you should not do. You should be the same person in front of your parents and everything. So it's something. I have a clip that I want to show, and this is something that what brought up this topic for me, because with this little clip, it definitely spoke in volumes to me. So I hope y'all enjoy the clip. It's only a small clip because it's 11 minutes long, and we've been sitting here for a long time watching it. Ain't nobody gonna sit here. I know y'all not gonna sit here and watch a clip for 11 minutes. You
never know. They might have.
I'll put the share the link with you guys in the bottom if you want to watch the whole clip, because it's a very good clip. Very good clip. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that on the screen, and here we go.
Just be prepared for what you're going to find in there. Because I know who's inside there. Because I get up every morning and I look at him in the mirror and I hate who I see. Because deep inside there, this little kid who gets up every morning and dresses like an adult. And I go out and I try to do what I'm supposed to do, but I can't, okay? I can't be who everybody else expects me to be. God, I can't even be who I want to be, much less who you created me to be. And so inside is this scared, stupid little kid. But you chisel away. Just be prepared.
You have listened to so many voices for far too long that were not from me. And you have totally bought into the lie, haven't you? You think you're junk, don't you? When you lay your head down at night after you've done the dance to get the hug, you think you're junk. Listen to me. I don't take time to make junk. How can I show you that my love for you stretches as far as the east to the west? How can I show you that my love for you has no end?
So
you want to break the clip down? Give a little.
So with that clip, giving a visual of how God works on us.
Okay.
And how we feel like, yes, you're working on me, but you about to see some stuff that ain't good. Like, you can work on me all you want, but that stuff is there and you might not like it. Like, I put on a face for everybody else. For you, I can't, because you my creator, so you know everything. Mm-hmm. But what you about to see, you ain't gonna like. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. That's pretty much what that clip was saying. And I was in a place in my life where I felt just like that. Like, yes, go ahead, chisel, I want to change, blah, blah, blah. I was saying it, but deep down I really didn't want it. Like, I wanted me to just let me do what I want to do and still serve you, you know? So, in that clip, it shows our human side talking to God, saying, hey, like, I'm still that messed up little kid. Like, I'm not what everybody sees. Like, I put on a big smiling face and joking and all this kind of stuff, but that's not me. When I go home, I'm in my room and I'm balled up because of all the stuff that I've been through. Mm-hmm. So that clip just spoke volumes to me, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that's out there that feel the same way that I do. Mm-hmm. That you feel like you put on a face because you don't want nobody to feel like you're weak. You don't want to feel weak in front of people.
Yeah, you don't want to feel vulnerable. So, like with me, like I try to let me see, how can I say this? Like I sometimes I like suppress my emotions and my feelings. And I try to be happy and try to be upbeat all the time, but people don't really see the other side. Like people see you, they just assume that you're okay, and that you may have everything together, but it's like, bro, I don't. Like, I'm not, like I said, like, I'm not perfect. I go through things just like everybody else do, but I don't show that other side, or I don't express, confide in people about everything that I go through. One, because like I said, like I sometimes, a lot of times I suppress that, and I just don't like, I just didn't feel comfortable, talking to people about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm being more open and more expressive now, but before, I just kept it to myself, like, and not like, cause I like to process things myself. So, and a lot of times it's not good, but it's good to to talk that out, because once that stuff will start building up inside of you, and then you'll snap, and then everybody looking at you like, well, what's wrong with him? Like, I thought like he seemed like he had everything together, but you know what I'm saying. But like I said, people don't really see the other side, which like a lot, like something that I'm trying to work on, like I said I wanted to work on, is just checking up on people, like people that you may not talk to on a everyday basis, like whether it's just you send out a text, just say, hey, how you doing, just calling to check on you, or whatever, like, what I'm saying, just checking up on people, and just being mindful that, especially because of like the time that we in now, just going through the pandemic, and everybody was basically going through the same thing at the same time during the pandemic. Everybody was in the house, you couldn't really go nowhere. So it's just like, just being courteous, and just checking on people, like thinking, not always thinking about yourself all the time, like, and then vice versa, like having making sure that you got people around you that actually care about you, and that call you and check up on you, like, even if y'all don't talk for a long time, just like, hey, because people get like, life happens.
That's
like
true.
People get busy.
That's true.
Things happen, but still don't. It's just like, just take the time out just to check up on people. Like, it's not gonna kill you to just, it take 2 seconds to make a phone call
Or send a text.
or send a text.
Call. Sometimes you just send a text. A text could be life changing for somebody.
Exactly, like,
Just to say, hey, I was thinking about you.
Yeah.
Or, hey, hope all is well.
Yeah. And all the and like, you just supposed to be, I just always want to be the person that, be the person that people can come and talk to about anything, because all you just supposed to do is just listen. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. Some people just need you to listen, take the time out just to listen to what they going through. You be the voice of reasoning. But I know with me, my problem is I try to take on other people's problems, and I had to learn that that's not my job. Like, I'm like, what I'm saying, like, I'm just, like I said, I'm supposed to be here to listen, if you need an ear to hear, offer my opinion or offer my advice, but then at that point, what you do with it is on you.
Right.
So, but
yeah, I would say I'm somewhat like that. I'm a type of person, like, I don't want nobody to feel obligated to be there for me. Like, that's, and I think that's like a lot of, I'm so nice to other people and want to do for others, but I don't expect their reciprocation sometimes, and I feel like that's where people take my kindness for weakness. But with God, changing, like, hey, people are not gonna do things the same way as you. Like, that's, I made you the way you are because that's the way I made you. So you can't expect people to do the same thing that you would do.
Right.
So for me, that was hard. I'm like, hey, you say do unto others as you want them to do unto you, but other people might not see it that way. So it's just like, okay, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to do these things for others, and sometimes it's not being reciprocated the same way.
Yeah.
And sometimes it comes off like, and then I take on their problems. And then I go into, I guess, a space where I don't want to be bothered, or I don't want to do anything, or I just want to be left alone. Mm-hmm. And that's not good, because that means you're going into a depression.
Yeah.
And that I don't want to ever be in that place. Like, so like a lot of times I see myself putting on a face and I'm really not okay sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's true. And like, so, cause like I found like I didn't acknowledge it, but for a while, like, I was like in a depressed state, because I just like, even like, you can be like, because people always like see like, oh, you be around so many people, but it's like, yeah, I'm around people, but they don't necessarily mean that these people are there for me the way that I need them to be there for me, like, or, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you could be around people and still feel alone at the same time.
Oh,
like,
I feel like that.
Like you said, like, if they care and it's not like reciprocated to you, it's like, well, when I'm going through stuff, well, who's there for me? Like, if I'm there for everybody else all the time, and it's not being reciprocated, it's like, you know, because what they say is like, basically, like, the people that take on the most stuff is basically like. Yeah, like they just assume that you're okay, like, because you they see the smile, and they see that you hint, like, how you carry yourself and everything. So they, like I said, they just assume that everything is okay, but it's like, no, all the time it's not okay. Like I said, like, I was like in a depressed state and I didn't even realize it.
Right.
Like,
right.
But definitely always, like, yeah, that's like, so like I was saying, like, my whole thing is just like making sure that you check on people and not getting in your feelings about it. Like, people will like, if you like, I don't know what this thing is now with people, like, they get in their, like, if you call them and then you don't answer the phone, they get in their feelings, and it's like, you don't know what somebody is going through. Like your first response shouldn't be to get in your feelings. Like, if I call you and you don't answer the phone, my first response is gonna be, if you don't answer, I might send you a text like, hey, just was trying to call you to check up on you. Is everything okay? Not, oh, well, he or she is ignoring my phone call. It's like, yo, you don't know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what's going on, why they didn't answer the phone. Like, something could be going on that you're not aware of.
Right.
And then vice versa. Like, if you're the person on the other end of the call, you know, like, just shoot a text like, hey, sorry, I can't answer the phone right now. You don't gotta go into detail, like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I'm XYZ, and just keep it pushing.
Right.
But just be mindful of what's going on, and just be a little cautious, because you never know you never know what's on the other end of that phone call.
That's true.
Like, somebody could be getting ready to commit suicide, and they're the person that you're the person that they confide in, and you don't answer the phone. You know, you just never know. Like,
right. Right. Like, even like, so dealing with the chiseling that guy has, it still put me through, because he chisels away at you all the time. It's a constant change, because we're striving to be perfect.
Yeah.
So it's hard sometimes to even stay in that change. Like, for me, I'm not a bold person. Like, that's just not me. Like, I'm fine with being in the background. Like, that's just who I am. But I've been told multiple times by the Holy Spirit that I need to be a little bit more bold, saying what I mean, meaning what I say. But it's hard, because I feel like me being bold is me stepping on somebody's toes, or me being bold is me stepping out of my lane, or things of that nature. And I'm like, I don't want to rub nobody the wrong. That's just all. I'm never thinking of Jasmine. I'm always thinking of others.
Yeah.
So it's that change for me is still something that I'm working on.
Yeah. Like, what I say, like, and, you know, because we brother and sister. So, what I had to like learn this too. It's just being more assertive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't do good with confrontation. That's really what it is. I don't do well with confrontation because a lot of people take being assertive as you being bossy or being like, oh, you think you know, like, you know, like that. Like, I don't do well with that. I don't need in the combating up. Hey, I'll back off. Like that. That's just me. Like I'll back off. Do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, I definitely get what you're saying. But I don't think it's like it's a confrontation thing. It's just like I'm not gonna let you walk over me. Like I don't think I'm better than you. I don't think I know more than you. But you know, this is what it is, and I'm just letting you know. And you don't have to. And it doesn't always have to be an aggressive thing. It's just you know, speaking up and saying like, hey, this is XYZ, but you mean what you say,
right?
And like I said, you don't have to be aggressive, and it doesn't have to turn into a confrontation. But you just have to speak up for yourself.
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten better with it, but it's like since I'm trying to make that change, and the people that have known me in the past that are still in my life, sometimes I feel like they like, oh, well, why are you acting like that? Like that's where it becomes a problem, you know, like, because it's like, okay, they're used to me being one way, and then I'm trying to make this change in my life, and it becomes a fight. Not a physical fight, but it's like a fight. Okay, sorry, my mom just walked in.
No, I definitely get what you're saying, but I think like one thing that I know is like if like I try not to. I don't. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't care what people think about me. to a certain extent.
It's not what they think. It's just that for me, I'm saying I've had conversations with people. Like they're like, why are you acting this way? Why are you being this way? And I'm like, I'm not being away. I'm just letting you know that you're not going to walk over me.
Yeah, but I feel like you don't have to explain yourself. That's just how I feel. Like it's because you're trying to make you're trying to make a change, and if they don't understand it, then they just that's just on them. Like that's just how I feel. Because like I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like I don't.
The only reason why I feel that not everyone is owed an explanation, but I feel like people that have been in my life, if it's like a sudden change that I'm doing that I've never done before, that I've never acted like before or done, because you've been in my life, I feel like, okay, let me explain what's happening.
Yeah.
So, like, if it's somebody that's new, no, I don't owe you anything because that's just what it is. But I feel like because you've known me through the process, then yes, okay, I'm making a change, and I feel like in certain aspects you are walking over me, so this is why I'm responding in the way that I'm responding. So that's just me, again, me thinking of others and how I want to be treated. If somebody did make a change, it's not because I don't want it to be like, oh, you just changed it because I did something wrong, or is it just something, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're just growing, and you're becoming who you're supposed to be, and
right.
and you know what I'm saying, and like. And you know how I be. I don't like because you're my sister, so I'm protective. So I don't. When you be coming to me telling me stuff, I be getting mad. So I don't
know
like
that's
to get
why I
on
don't like
people.
telling you nothing. You would think he's the oldest, but he's not. But we have conversations, and he gets upset, and I tell him like, "Listen, I handled it the way that I needed to handle it. I needed to vent. I needed you to listen. That's all I needed for you to do. Not getting your feelings about it." But yeah, so the change that God has people making, sometimes it's hard to stay So what like anything that you feel that God said, "Lad, this needs to change," and you find it hard to stay motivated with?
We'd be here all day. It's like no.
Oh gosh.
I guess one thing is like so like all right, if like it's kind of dealing with like friendship, I guess. So like if there is an issue, not letting it, like I said, like because I like sometimes I go into a shutdown mode and I don't express myself. So I think one thing is just like if there's an issue, address it right then and there. Because like I said, I like to process things, so I will take my time. I'll try to see both sides of the situation, and then okay, now let's have a conversation about it without letting it linger, because I feel like sometimes that's how you know friendships get ruined, because somebody has an issue that the other person may not be aware of, and it's like instead of and y'all won't have a conversation about it. There's nothing wrong with having a conversation about it. Let's just sit down, let's have a conversation about it, and then go from there. And whether we decide to remain friends or not, but let's have a conversation about it first before because you just when you let it linger, you just assuming things, and then people information get mixed up when somebody's trying to play the mediator. Like it's just like, bro, just let's me and you talk it out, and then we go from there.
Okay, so how have you kept with that change? Like, have you found it difficult, or are you still working on that change in yourself?
It is difficult. I mean, I don't really have a lot of issues because I try to eliminate like any issues, like because I'm the type of person, like I'm a giving person, I'm a helpful friend, but I don't like when people try to take advantage of me. But far as like having those conversations, like the more I do it, the more easier it's become, because it's like I try, like I said, when I approach the situation, okay, what is this really about? Like, let's get to the root of the situation, like, cause, and I try, like, all right, because I might be mad, and and a lot of times it's not really that big of a deal, but your emotions take over, and you get in your feelings, and you just mad. Like, well, me, I just be getting mad.
Yeah, you have anger problems.
I don't have anger problems, but
there's an anger management counselor. Please tell us about.
But yeah, so it just like I think it was becoming easier. It's just like the thought process is just breaking. Like, okay, like I said, what is this really about? Like, and it's like before I get in my emotions and get in my feelings, let me take a step back, process what's going on, what do I feel a way about. And if it's not, like I said, a lot of times it don't be that deep, so it makes it easier to have the conversation, because I know exactly what the issue is, and it's like, all right, like this is okay, we could talk about it and then go from there. So
Okay, so that's something that you feel that God is chiseling with you as friendships.
yeah. Now, okay, cause far as the question, because I want to get more. Go dive in more. So are you saying, like, far as like change, like when you say changes like okay, like, all right, far as like, all right, I used to drink a lot. So is that what you're talking about?
Well, changes could be anything that's detrimental to you. So like I said, with me, mine was more of an emotional thing, which is being more bold. It's more of an emotion or something like that for me. It could be like everything. A change could be different for you. It could be drinking, or it could be whatever it is. But I'm just saying, when the change happens, when God is like, "Hey, I'm chiseling this off of you," you have to stay motivated to keep it off.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, so that was a big thing, because basically I had to get to the point where I was tired of doing that.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
You have to get tired, even though it's not good for you.
Even though it's not good.
Tired.
Yeah, like, because like I didn't see it as a problem. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, so you was in denial.
Basically, yeah. Like I didn't, because it was like,
I'm in denial.
Because it was kind of like camouflaged as fun, like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it was like,
no, I get it.
Oh, I'm going out with my friends, and we just like this is what we do when we go out. So but I didn't really see it as a problem, but it is like when I realized like, dang, like I'm waking up, I got hangovers, I'm forgetting stuff. Like, oh, this not cool. Like,
okay, so when it wasn't like a thing that like you felt a tug in your spirit or nothing like that. It was just you just getting tired.
well, yeah. I would say a little bit of both. Like that's what made me want to all right, I need to like fall back from this, like because now I'm letting I'm letting this consume me.
Okay.
Like, you get what I'm saying? But it definitely wasn't easy because it's like that's something that was like my first thing. Like I said, when we go out, all right, we drinking, we having fun or whatever. So of course it's not fun because then you go out and you be like, oh no, I don't want to drink. So now your friends looking at you like, oh, like, well, you don't want to drink, like, why you don't want? And it's like, no, I'm cool. Like, that's just what I'm choosing to do. So you should, as my friend, you should respect that. Like,
Right. Yeah. So I'm with me when it came. I had like a moment. Yeah, it was just a moment. Cause I got sick and that was all it took. One time.
for what?
For me not to drink no more.
One
time. That's all it took. One time.
But yeah, you don't be knowing that. Well, at least I don't know.
What? I mean, everybody has their vices. Okay.
Yeah.
But
What I'm saying is, because why am I gonna say I'm
a problem child?
no, you was a little more reserved. I'm the
Wild
I would be
child.
considered, I guess, the wild
The
child.
wild card.
I was
I
more
am very reserved. And like I said, I had moments where I have like a burst of doing something that ain't right.
yeah.
But I'm a scaredy cat. So I don't want God's wrath. I don't want my parents' wrath. But my mom is saying not let.
Well, I have a funny because, like I said, I don't smoke. I have, but I don't smoke. But I have a story.
You always have a story.
Cause,
It scared you. That's what it did. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it short. I ain't even gonna make it a long story.
Yeah, don't make long story short.
Long story short, I was with some friends and we were smoking, and I don't know. I got paranoid.
Scared. The Holy Spirit got you.
Because it felt like my whole body just shut down, and then my heart just started beating super fast. Bro, I don't even know, yo. That's the other thing. I ain't even asked like what.
No question.
I just was like,
this is how you know that we're sheltered, because that's the type of question you should ask. But what kind is it? Is it that loud? Is it regular? Like, no, not loud. Oh yeah, I'll do it. No, we'll ask questions.
Yeah, I was paranoid. I had went to the hospital. My mom and them ain't even know. They just seen the wristband on.
Like, what is happening? What happened
And
to
that did it for me. I was like, yeah, no, I'm cool off that.
Like, I was saying thing with the drinking. What was it, my 25th? I think it was my 25th.
Mm-hmm.
And 25th. I was having fun. I was going through stuff at that time in my life, and I think I started that year when that New Year's is when they gave me my first shot, and I started doing it that whole year. I thought that whole year I was just drinking, and my 25th did it for me. I don't know. I got sick finally. The only times I was drinking, I never got sick. Never, not once. My 25th hit, I got sick. Bad. Horribly. My esophagus wouldn't close at the bottom. I had burning sensations all in my chest. I said, Lord Jesus, if you make it stop, I will never drink again. And then he made it stop, and I never drank again. So, like I said, I'm very reserved. I might do something maybe once in a while. I might do something, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I don't like this. I'm not going to do that no more. So just to get the experience. But the changes that we were talking about is you just got to have that. Again, we go back to the relationship. Have that relationship with God, and it'll keep you motivated. Like that change that you desire, that change that He's asking of you, that change that He knows. Like He said, like in that clip, He knows what He created. He didn't create you to do these things.
Yeah, and you gotta want to change too. Like I think that's a
another
major key.
thing.
You gotta want to change. Like I said, I got tired of it, so it's like I need to make it. I need to make a change. So I was willing to put the work in to make a change. What?
No.
No.
I mean, that's pretty much what the song is about. Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, look it up.
But yeah, like, but of course it's not gonna be easy because, like I said, like when you out, you're gonna get tempted.
Peer pressure.
And I don't even say it's peer pressure. It's just you're gonna get tempted, like. But if you really want to turn away from it, then you're gonna put the work in. Of course, it's not gonna be easy, but you gotta. But also you can't put yourself in, like when you making changes, you can't put yourself in those predicaments.
Right.
So like if I know I'm an alcoholic, I'm not gonna go out. I'm not gonna go to a bar where it's alcohol.
Right.
Or I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Or another thing that I've seen a lot of people do. God told you to stop drinking, but He ain't tell me to stop drinking.
Right.
I don't have a problem. You have the problem.
Exactly.
So when God told you to change, He ain't tell me to change.
Yeah.
So you gonna have people around you, and you feel like, oh, I gotta make this change, so everybody else gotta make it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that change is just
Just for you, yeah.
Just for you, and it's good for you. So you need to make the change.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying to my message today with this particular topic is that whatever change God is asking you to do, make the change and continue to work at it. That's all I'm asking y'all. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah.
That was it for you?
That was it for me.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode right on up.
All right, man. So once again, we want to thank y'all for joining us. It's been another episode of Issa Sibling Thang Podcast. Once again, I'm your host. Well, we're your hosts. I'm sorry. AKA Lizzie Dollar.
And I'm Jazzy J.
We'll see y'all next time.
Next time. Peace.
Hey.